Adivinha quem está de volta? De volta é o Tasca Lusa que está de volta. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
I take that serious.
Come on, dude.
That was good. That was good.
I'm still half asleep, but yeah.
Welcome back, baby.
Guess who's back?
It's your boys, Jean DeVille, Rancho Chop, a.k.a. Joey, João. We're here.
What's up, guys?
And this is Marco.
Yeah, me. Oh,
Marco forgot to introduce himself.
yeah, I'm so sorry. It's been a while. We're back. You know, it's been a long time no see. 2021. That's
Feels like July.
Feels like yesterday.
yo.
It honestly feels like yesterday.
Well,
me and you recorded because we did the last up
Yeah, we did.
by ourselves.
Yeah, that was a good time. I'm gonna start crying here.
Yeah, it was 2.0.
Yeah,
and then
never-
it was never a
never went.
2.0.1. So it was.
What are we gonna do, dude?
Yeah, I mean, life got in the way, and
Shit happens.
We're gonna come and talk
But we're
about
back.
it a little bit.
That's what matters. So
Life kind of hit us all.
we'll
In
start with
different ways.
we'll start with you, Joseph, because I think you had a more life changing.
What? I switched night shifts?
Oh my God!
You did what?
Yeah,
You switched.
I did. In between, I was
No, you
our
already-
last episode. I was still part of CDA.
Whoa,
No
dude!
way.
Yeah.
I thought you were already at Camponeses. Well, you heard it here, folks. This is breaking news right now.
It's
if you
not
guys
breaking. It's been a while now.
if you guys
we
didn't
haven't
know,
recorded in 3 years, bro.
It's been 2 years and a half of our recording.
It's gonna be 3 years.
Jesus Christ, though.
Well, I became a father. Nuts.
Congratulations.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
No,
The fact that she's so pretty and
Hey,
you made
Bro,
her,
she's
like,
so-
it's wild.
I love my daughter. I'm looking at the camera because I love my daughter. She's fucking annoying.
Oh my God! Catherine's gonna see
is-
this.
What,
and just-
because she
Because
hears
she
Let
is
It
going
Go?
to agree.
Jesus Christ,
Dude,
though.
nobody prepares you for the twos. Nobody prepares you for the twos.
I was at the house this morning for breakfast, and she goes, "Tio." She goes, vamos lavar os dentes? So,
João gives a
I am not a
2-year-old.
father, dude. I
João
don't
gives
know
a
any
2-year-old
better.
minty, like,
Oh,
total.
You have to give him the
No,
kids.
toothpaste.
I didn't know.
Oh, vida do caralho.
She was
Not a
like,
father.
dude, she literally put her, she was like,
She-
what's I look at her, I was
Start
like,
throwing up
João, what'd
everywhere.
you give her?
Starts throwing,
Dude, I felt like I committed a crime, dude.
starts throwing up everywhere.
She was that.
João was, she's
The
trying to
dry
bond with her,
I was
bond with her
trying to bond with
Theo.
my niece.
She's trying to bond with her Theo, be like, come watch me wash my teeth, because my mom does it on, TikTok and Twitter, and
Yeah.
not Twitter, Snapchat
Snap.
every morning.
It's not Twitter, it's X. Be
Let's
careful.
show
Oh,
to you
man.
how I do it, and
show the
Theo
world.
messes it all up.
He almost killed a child.
I didn't kill the child. She just didn't like minty stuff.
She did not.
What does she have? Bubble
Totally
gum?
fine.
She had it's some weird. It probably don't even taste like anything because she's still so young. It's probably just to like help clean.
So
No taste.
take me through like the Catherine, water breaking and then going to the hospital and then all that. Like, how does that?
No. Take me to when you found out about
Oh
it.
yeah, you know what?
Because
Let me hear that.
it was my brother's wedding. I think that's
Yeah,
when you're
that's
a little.
That's when you impregnated
so
her.
I think we might have covered that in the podcast, but I'll go again.
Yeah,
because-
go again.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Yeah, Kathy wanted to do her cross country trip,
Okay.
and I wanted to go to Portugal. So,
See ya.
I went to Portugal. She did her cross country trip. Now I'm in Portugal. I'm in Arcos. Right, it's me and Diego. We're in the middle of all that, and I keep getting fucking phone calls. I'm like,
Dude never picks up his phone.
Leave me alone. I'm in Arcos dancing. All right, so I finally pick up. Actually, no. She texts me. She's like, "We need to talk."
Ooh, good.
Right, and it's word, but that's how I read it.
Ooh.
Like, damn, I did something.
You,
got caught.
you absolutely did something.
And yeah, found out in Portugal the day before I was going to meet up with her parents in her hometown. I was like, yo, you couldn't wait 2 days to tell me?
Wow. So what?
So, what was your train of thought as she basically
Oh.
gave you like the? one a F.
You're
bomb,
trapped.
but also a trap card like
Well,
it's Yu-Gi-Oh over here.
Well, this is how, like, at least the way she explained it, or I overheard her explaining it, right? Because obviously I can talk about how I felt, right? But maybe how she felt, how I was expressing it.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't an option. We were having it regardless. At least the way she felt the energy I was giving off of.
Okay.
You know, at least like what I've heard her tell people. She might have never told me that directly.
Yeah.
So
But-
you weren't necessarily like, we shouldn't have it.
No.
You were saying
yeah.
basically, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I want.
Well, at that time, how old are you right now?
I'm old.
30. No, you're my brother's age. You're 30.
I'm
31?
going to be
It's
32
going to be
this year.
32.
I don't even know my brother's age.
You're the young guy.
Ew.
Your brother's my age, dude.
I was.
He's his age.
I was.
He's born 92. So
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna be.
shit.
I'm gonna be 32. It's
You
2024,
sure?
bro.
You sure?
It's 2024.
I'm 28. My
It's
brother's only 3 years.
2024.
29, 33.
92,
Yeah, I'm-
2024.
All right, guys. I failed college math twice. All right, let me live, please.
That's true.
I still
This is what
passed.
happens when you have a guy that has to order concrete and you just half a yard short.
It's fine. It'll work. So you're 31 now, right? 31. Okay. So Grace is 2.
Grace just turned 2.
Okay. So you were 29.
Yes.
Right. Did you not have? I'm 28 now, and I just can't imagine having a said child.
Don't get me wrong. Before any of this, I couldn't. Like
I
I've
couldn't
I've always wanted kids.
I want a kid too. It's just,
Right.
I feel like I'm too young.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna bring him up on this because me and Tiago, I was with Tiago on Tuesday.
Uh.
And me and Tiago were just bullshitting about life, dude. Because he's going through stuff.
Yeah.
He's, making big boy moves. And he's like, dude, everybody in our lives now, they're having kids, they're buying houses, they're getting married. He's like, and like everybody keeps saying, it's like, oh, when you gotta pop out a kid, And I'm like, you're never ready.
No.
But like, I can't express or describe to you the joy of that day.
Really?
There
Like
were-
finding out, or actually like holding her?
no,
or when she was born.
the moment she was born. I can't fathom or put it into words, that feeling.
So when she texted you or called you and like she told you like, hey, I took a test and came back,
Took 2 tests
Took
before
2
she told me.
took 2 tests.
I was like double short.
Make sure.
Sure.
You didn't feel at all like scared or like?
Oh no, me and Diego had like 3 shots after because I was with Diego in Portugal.
Ooh.
Diego was the first one to find out. Diego was with me.
Right. This is my thing though. Like speaking with your like conversations with him buying houses, or like we're now on the verge of all being 30. Some of us already are.
Fuck.
And
You call me old?
no, because I'm
Yeah.
over 32.
What?
But yeah.
There's Gwenda.
Boy, if you don't. But it's like you see the reels on Instagram and stuff like that of all the Friends theme song, and you see all the friends from the beginning, and then you see the wives, and then you see the kids, and then you're gonna see me as a fun uncle, because that's what's literally gonna happen at this point.
Relax. We're gonna be
You know
fine.
what?
We're gonna be
Stop
fine.
being so picky, Joel.
No. See, the way you guys describe for me to be elsewhere, I'm not gonna do it, and that's not being picky. That's just being reasonable.
Hey man, whatever.
I don't know if that's.
We're going back to the said child story, all right? That's what we're on right
So
now.
you mentioned the water breaking.
So
How I felt about. So her water didn't break. Her
just-
water was
just what?
broken. So we
understand.
had a plan. So we had a plan. She was getting get induced.
oh, okay.
So we had a date.
Yeah.
We went to eat at her favorite restaurant before going. What do you mean? Oh.
Why would you eat before going? I feel like you
Because
shouldn't.
you don't eat for like 24 hours, bro.
Yeah,
as soon
but-
as you get the epidural, you're done. You don't eat.
Yeah, but from what I've heard of stories, they like when they push, they shit themselves sometimes.
Probably. What's the difference?
You're right. What
Yeah.
do I know? You're a father, not me.
We've all been there.
What am I gonna do? Ew.
We've all been there.
Ew.
Oh my God, no.
Oh no, no.
But so she got induced. We went out to eat. We went out to eat with her parents. We go to the hospital and we there for like 4 or 5 hours. They give her like it's like a pill you're supposed to like have on the back of your tongue, and it like slowly dissolves and it induces the labor.
So Tums.
I don't know.
Wow. I didn't
right?
know that.
But it wouldn't dissolve.
Ooh.
So like it's weird. I don't know if I can like talk about like certain stuff like this on whatever we're doing now.
Whatever.
But like,
First episode,
doctor
we do
comes
whatever.
in and pops the water. Literally pops.
What?
Yeah,
That's a thing.
yeah. It's bro.
Fuck.
And right, we're sitting there for a while, and she's starting to have contractions and stuff, and might have been like 3 or 4 hours later, the nurse came in. She's trying to explain to us what's gonna start happening, like when you have to start pushing and all this other stuff, and like she's giving her like breathing techniques and stuff like that. So Kathy starts pushing, right?
Take shit.
Kathy starts pushing, and the doctor literally goes, "Stop, stop!" And like she's hitting buttons to get because she's coming.
Jesus Christ.
She's coming, and
So it was a quick labor.
she got the epidural, and maybe 2 hours after the epidural, she did maybe like 4 good pushes.
Wow.
Wow.
Grace was just ready
Good for her.
to slide right
Yeah.
out. Just
Good for her, man.
Kathy went with like 18, 19 hours without eating, and they told her she can eat once she was done.
fucking scarf
And-
down cheese.
Yeah, it was crazy. In that moment, bro, and you can ask her too. Like I was crying, and shit. It was,
Probably the happiest day of your life.
I can't fathom, and I can't put into words that day.
Now, having Grace for 2 years now, can you imagine life without her? No.
No. So Kathy went last year to Florida for a week
By yourself or like
with the baby.
Oh, with the baby.
Bro,
You didn't even know what to do with yourself.
I'm over there looking at the monitor because I don't fucking hear anything. You know, it's just
Mind you, calls are annoying in the beginning of the podcast.
For real.
But I understand what you're saying. Like, you know what it is? I know. Daddy. And she's on the no face too.
Oh,
No.
no, and it's like she doesn't hit, but like she has my stubbornness with Kathy's anger.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's
Fuckers.
one hell of a mixture.
What Kathy is? HDHD.
But yeah,
So yeah, so you have a kid, obviously. I think she didn't have the kid. She didn't have Grace when we stopped. I think she was still pregnant.
yeah.
She was still pregnant.
Grace just turned 2. We stopped over 2 years ago,
Yeah.
so I wasn't a dad yet.
So there you go. That's one of our reasonings of stopping. We did, big life changes over here of getting said child, and us 3 being from Connecticut. Me knowing Joey first, I remember him, at the church in Waterbury being fucking altar servers, and now when I saw the picture of Grace, he was like, "Oh yeah, here's the Grace, my daughter." I was like, "Damn, we were just altar server boys, like at the Waterbury church."
So now,
Now I'm teaching her that the cross is not a toy.
Yo,
As
shout out
should.
to that guy.
Padre Rico, was he the one that baptized you as well, or no?
No, that was Father Nelson,
right?
the OG.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Again, I wasn't born here, so I don't
No,
know.
no,
Yeah,
Padre
yeah.
Rico's only been here for what, 10?
More than 10, dude.
No, definitely
more
more
than
than
10.
15, maybe 16 years.
Yeah, he's been there for a hot ass minute now, like way long time actually. Now that I'm thinking about it,
But it was just so much easier getting her baptized in Connecticut.
I mean,
You know,
two of you brothers over there,
you being
fucking.
It's not even that. It's like, one, they're not necessarily married.
but-
So
That's true, too.
according to the church, that's a
no,
tough
but the
ground
no,
and
but the
stuff
daughter,
like
the baby has nothing to do with it. The baby doesn't have
Right.
the what's the word? The baby isn't culpable for our sins, so the church will baptize still. It's just easier because I'm
know
still
that.
registered in Waterbury.
that. Exactly.
Oh.
So I'll give you an example. That's why I was like a little iffy. My goddaughter just got baptized after COVID and stuff like that. It was finally the right time to get her baptized. Her madrina was already married before. She couldn't be necessarily a madrina in the eyes of the church because of the fact
that's
that
she
different.
divorced or
married.
whatever.
But that's different though.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
in the
yeah,
eyes of
yeah.
the church, you need somebody pure to show the child the way.
And there is me.
to Jesus Christ.
Well, you're not married, and technically,
I'm pure.
se tu professas os teus pecados em
And-
Deus,
I said he's
em
pure.
Deus,
Vai comprar uma Bíblia. That's all I gotta say.
It's an insider.
That's your
It's an insider. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. So, Joey, having a kid, that's a very big, very life-changing event. That's, hopefully one day, I have a kid too. One and done for me. Jules, babe.
I've always heard that you didn't want any kids.
50-50.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids upstairs right now, and it's like, fuck this. Well, that's to my life. I moved down to New Jersey.
How you like the traffic?
Oh my god. Well, now since I don't work an hour away now, I don't have to worry about that. I go into work and I get paid to basically be in traffic, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I moved out of my parents' house in Connecticut, came down here. Let me tell you, the day I left that house, crying hard. Started crying, dude. I don't know, man. I was just like, I could cry right now. I don't know. Something about like, that's the house I grew up in for like 28 years, and I was just looking at it. I was like, damn, there's a lot of memories in there.
Now, did you take for granted, like as you move in with your girlfriend, did you think you took for granted sometimes of living at home and having stuff done and whatever?
Absolutely, dude. Fucking my parents.
Is that what you miss the most, or is that
No, it's just I don't know. It's weird doing. I was doing the same thing for I want to say 28 years. I wasn't doing anything. I don't know. When I started driving and basically doing whatever I wanted, I had basically like the same routine for so long, and like going the same streets, going to the same places, and it was weird when everything had to like change, and I was like, I can't. It's like everything's just new to me.
It's migrating. That's what it is.
It was tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was backing out of that fucking steep ass driveway, and I was like, fuck, man, it's actually real. So I moved down here. Living with my wonderful girlfriend. It's different because I'm used to being by myself in a way, like at home or whatever. Sharing a household with a significant other is very different because you have to kind of compromise of how I do shit and how she does shit, and kind of have to like make everything work. You live by yourself. You live you live with Kathy. It's
even worse with me now because it's 2 against 1.
yeah. So you have a child. So it's like for me the I want to say the word that's not the word I'm looking like. The hardest part for me was trying to
Find balance.
not even that. Well, yes, but like I was so used to just having like me time. Just like, all right, I would get home from work from the gym, and I would just basically play games with you guys until I go to bed, basically. Now it's like, I gotta go home. I gotta figure out, all right, during the summer, it's a running joke that I take forever to cut my yard, but whatever, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I did it in 41 minutes last week.
Oof. Weed whacking and
Yeah, both.
Well, all right, good for you.
I'm getting there. I'm not a professional like you. I have to worry about that. I have to worry about just random shit that, keeping shit clean. Like, I would fucking go home, and when I was back in Connecticut, I'd be like, yeah, my parents could take care of that. I'm not going to do nothing.
Losa? No.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Was like, because we obviously live with our significant others. That was like one of the biggest things. Like, not compromises, but like you have like, all right, like, I'll do this, this, and this. Like, this is my chores.
Yeah.
I'll do this, and then
That goes out the window.
oh
dude.
my god, dude! Like
It
I was
doesn't
like,
happen.
I will do everything. I will do laundry. I will do this. I will do that. I will not do the dishes. I hate doing the dishes.
Honestly?
That lasted like
You
all
ain't
of
doing anything
2
to do
months.
with cleaning, dude.
Bro, relax.
Joey, come on.
Who does all the laundry in my house?
Okay.
The washer?
Who puts it in the washer? Who puts the soap
right now?
Yeah, right now because she's home. I'm here working on the podcast. Okay.
Is this what you consider work?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
See we talked about that too. I was like, honestly, I didn't care for doing just taking the dishes as an example.
You have the dishwasher, bro. Don't take my example.
But my thing is like I
don't have that.
My parents never used their dishwasher. They never used a lot.
That's a holiday thing.
They never use a.
So good the first time you put it on.
I felt weird because I was like, I was gonna start
cheating.
Did you hear your mom in the back going?
No.
Oh my God, estás tanta agua.
My mom. That's more of my dad of fucking wasting shit because I'm more used to like, all right, I'm gonna like wash it because I literally picked up the plate and I was about to like put soap on the sponge and start. She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, washing the dishes. She's like, put it in the dishwasher. That's where you have it. I was like, I think this is a little weird.
I'm using the dishwasher that often.
Listen, man, talk to the boss.
Like
She's at work. She's the one that makes money in this relationship.
The fact that you use your dishwasher like on an everyday basis.
No, it's not every day. We use it maybe like
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
once or twice a
To
week.
use
But again,
it on
it's
an everyday basis.
Bro,
that's
now
a
you're
lot.
just becoming lazy.
It's only 2 of them, bro. So like, if you're
Yeah,
loading
we
the
don't have
dishwasher 2 or 3 days and then doing a cycle,
Yeah,
that makes it worth it.
yeah.
Yeah,
we usually take a couple days
if you use it
to.
every 3 days or something. But if you are like,
You know, if you can't be, you know, if you have to be Joel and you can't see one cup in the sink, then it's a different story. You know,
Yeah, Jules hates that shit too.
I hate
Don't
it,
worry,
dude.
she hates
I
that
can't do
shit.
it.
But you know,
it's like one crumb. Joel's like,
I'm itching, dude. I'm itching right now just thinking about it.
but yeah, it's different. You know, I expressed to Jules like I'm a very independent person, so I like me time. I like to that's kind of how I like distress from like the outside world.
decompress.
Yeah, basically. And you saw the upstairs where I play games, and it's like that's kind of my area where it's like
Don't touch.
you can't really hear anything downstairs, like up there, like in the attic to downstairs. You can't hear anything, so it's like I get like a couple hours a day to like just like woosah while she does like her thing. So it's like it's good. So we've been living together for God, when I moved down here, it's actually coming up to a year next month in May. Yeah, it's gonna be May. We told ourselves we wouldn't get animals. Well, that lasted 2 months. We got a cat. Her name's Freya, all black. You know, on the list for her. So you know, he's coming out. I was like, oh fuck. And I told Jules this, and she was like, I thought you were kidding. I was like,
Oh, you're so wrong.
well, I guess not.
Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker. Literally. So then, you know, we had this, you know, I was getting updates from the breeder about the puppy, this and that. Like, he's very calm, this and that. And then, like, a week or two before that, he got home to us. The breeder's like, yeah, so we're going to switch the puppy and give you, like, the more higher drive, more, like, you know, devilish one, more high energy, because that's what you want, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess, yeah. So we ended up, you know, taking that, and now, you know, we got him. He was like 20-something, 22 pounds or something like that, and now he's a hefty 54 as of last like Wednesday. Come bang.
I know.
As you just, you know, you guys saw him upstairs, so he's a very
It's actually been very quiet. It's shocking.
he's probably sleeping. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost lunchtime for
Me
him.
and Joey
Nap
need-
time? Oh my
It's bed night time for him.
wanna talk
After
about
last
it.
night, Jesus.
So yeah, now it's like I kind of have to do more balance of like, you know, me time, you know, put time into the dog, you know, and then hang out with Jules. So it's a lot.
This is why he doesn't get on pro clubs now.
No.
No. He's been asking.
Yeah,
Everybody else is denying.
all week.
He asked before and then never got on.
Well, I've been on this past couple
Technical
weeks.
difficulties.
Well, this past week I've been on.
No, he
so
literally goes, anybody?
nobody.
I'll be on at 4:45.
Name
Noon
Pew.
Pew.
I couldn't
Crickets.
get on at that time. I told
Dude,
you. I
8
gotta
o'clock.
After 8 o'clock, we show
yeah,
up.
look at
Joey, crickets.
Crickets still.
be. Nobody says anything.
All right.
Nobody says anything. I get on PlayStation. The only one I see on is Jubes. That's it.
That's all I hear from you on your freaking headphones. Fucking
Joel, you know you can
Chewy
fucking
Nat.
mute me, right?
Darth Vader, dude.
You know you can
Nat.
mute me.
Darth Vader.
You can mute me. You know that, right?
Nat.
If you don't,
That's a team effort.
Mooch.
We don't have to do that.
okay,
Stop vaping.
so stop complaining.
It'll kill you eventually.
Stop complaining.
No.
I remember my
That's what
days.
Captain does.
That's right. Anyhow.
I ain't gonna say anything.
But yeah, so now that's kind of my life now. It's, you know, trying to find balance and you know, it's. I wouldn't trade it for anything right now. I'm, very happy.
What's the craziest thing so far that's happened since you've been a homeowner?
Craziest thing.
Grass getting weeds.
Nothing really like crazy has happened, to be honest with you. I mean, before we had any pets, like it was very.
So like, not I wouldn't say crazy, right? So, like you're not at home now, right?
Yeah.
So, or like you're older now and stuff like that, right? So like, do you hear stuff in the middle of the night? You're like, fuck, now I got to be the one that gets up.
Yeah. So I actually now that you mention it, I do have a story. So we still didn't. I think we just gotten Freya, and she was still new enough that she was like kind of exploring the house still, and it was like we went to bed. It was middle of the night, and I hear a bang. I was like, oh fuck, this is it. This is it. I was like, fuck, man, there's somebody in the house. Like I don't got nothing with me till like fucking. So I just have to go like balls to the wall. Meanwhile, I get up. I'm a light sleeper. Jules is just like dead. I was like,
what was your weapon of choice? Chincletta?
I had nothing. It was just this. I was like, fuck.
Marco walking out with no shirt on.
Literally.
Come at me.
I was like, fuck. So I'm like, I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, fuck, man, this, whatever. So I go out of the room, peep my head out. I don't see nothing. I was like, all right. And then I like put my head through the hallway to the kitchen. I was like, all right, I don't see nothing. So I'm going back to bed. I went back to bed. I woke up, and then I'm like, I wonder what the fuck was that noise. So Freya, the cat, that's her name. She must have like ran around the corner and hit. We used to have one of these foldable chairs up there, and she must have just hit it, and it just fucking fell right onto the floor, and it made like the loudest noise. I was like, but there's just. I'm like, and then she wakes us like, I was like, did you hear that? She's like, hear what? I was like, the fucking chair fell last night. You didn't hear the bang? She goes, no, I didn't. I was like, oh. Podia morrer ninguém sabe nada.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm the light sleeper in this relationship. So like any like little thing, I'm like, what was that? But yeah, I think that's like the craziest thing. It's, my parents always told me like, oh, take advantage of this of living with us because once you're gone, and I'm gone.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's part of life. That's kind of how I took it. I was like, all right, I eventually had to move out of there. And now, yeah, here I am, 2 animals, girlfriend, and
a house.
So that's me.
Any conversation of popping up the question?
You guys will find out.
I like it.
Eventually. Who knows?
I know someone that's selling
everything. Well, again, this is what Dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
Woo. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help him out.
People keep saying the same thing to me, bro. When you're ready, you're ready.
Dude, I am not concerned whatsoever.
We both live with our significant others. We both have
of course
children with our significant others.
Yes.
It is what it is.
It'll happen when it happens, and everybody will know.
Yes. What he said.
When it happens, everybody will know. Until then,
no.
Nobody's gonna know.
Mas eu vou saber quando acontecer.
No, nobody's gonna know. It'll be a nice surprise. Dubai's been on Instagram. I'm sure she's gonna post. She's gonna post on Instagram. She's gonna post on Instagram. Everybody's gonna be she's gonna be posting on Facebook, calling everybody, blah blah blah. But
we're gonna have to call Enrique Manu just.
Oh my god,
dude.
It's fine. You guys will find out. So, but yeah, right now it's.
Dude, to be honest, I'm happy for all of you guys. Like, generally, like within all the friends that I've made throughout the years, they've been grown up with. Even the ones from Jersey, like, actually, most of you are now from Jersey. I'm probably the lonely wolf in Connecticut besides me and Shanna.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Charles technically still lives there, right?
Technically.
For the time being.
No further
comments?
No comments.
No comments.
No further comments.
But that's the choice within everybody. I feel like you've all, like, transferred yourselves into dating Jersey girls, and that's because of the fact that we used to go to all the reais, all the gaita nights, and this and that. Like, éramos putanheiros, you know what I mean? Like, we're always
Fala por si, bro.
Joey,
Castañeros.
I'm saying.
Dude,
Putanero.
let's just talk about how this dude got red flagged
Ha!
in a hospital that couldn't even visit someone.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he's
that's what I
he's
did.
Can I tell a story?
go for it. Go
No,
for it.
because I have the visitor's pass. So he gave me the name, and then that thing's going in my memory box, right?
The memory box.
We get to the ER, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm here to see somebody." Blah 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 blah. Is that right? License. They gotta scan you. They gotta scan your license to get into the ER.
Yeah,
Problem.
normal.
Problem. All right, scans. You red flagged.
You going down, bitch.
Why the fuck am I red? It's in like Manhasset, Long Island, or whatever. It's like, why the fuck am I red flagged? She's like, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend in the hospital?" It's like, not that I know of. Not in this, and if I do, not in this hospital, you know. And she's like, "Oh, you got to go upstairs to the main security thing." Blah blah blah. Blah. Go up. They're like, "Is your girlfriend named Cassandra?"
Who?
I was like,
Who?
Antunes? I was like, no. What? Right? And then she said Cassandra. And I was like, dude, it's like, look at my license. It says New Jersey.
Oh, you got your New Jersey's license?
Yeah.
Finalmente.
Já era tempo, I know.
Yeah.
Right?
You ready to have yours?
I had to get mine to get a job down
Oh,
here.
that's right.
Yeah.
I think Frank's the only one left.
Yeah, he's never changed it. He's never gonna change it.
So I got to think, they're like, oh, they were looking at notes and it just said Jose Santos. There was no like date of birth, no middle names, no most generic name in like Long
Jose.
Island. Jose Santos. So the visitor's pass, right? The dude tried to spell out Jose Guerrero
Oh,
and
vida.
they wrote Jose Carrero.
Oh, vida do caralho.
So I have a visitor's ID now with that name that's gonna go into my my memory box now. For the night, for the day, didn't sleep for like 37 hours.
You were about to get fucking swatted by the
Red
cops. Like,
flag,
get on the
dude.
ground now.
I was like,
Dude,
yeah.
it was the dumbest shit too. Because we were looking at the security guard, and he goes red flagged, and I was like, Joey, you haven't been in this part of the world in God knows how many years.
Yeah.
How the hell did you get red flagged? Like,
Must have been a ticket that you never
well,
paid.
what we thought
the
of,
hospital,
what
bro?
we thought of, it's like the branch hospital was.
Yeah.
Maybe he was somewhere else where he could have been a
Yeah.
couple years back. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And we thought about it, and we're like, that hospital isn't. I'm not gonna say the name of the hospital,
yeah,
but like, it's not part of that branch.
yeah.
So like, Joey, what fuck shit did you do that you could have possibly got red flagged? But then again,
one of those drunken nights with Sammy.
if anyone was to get red flagged, it would have been Joey.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, good for you.
My life.
Good for you.
But you got away with it.
Yeah.
Then we almost got escorted by security guards.
That's fire.
By the time of our end visitation, there was like,
That's fire.
there was 3 of you.
Both of you were in there? It was only one at a
There was
time.
only one.
Only one at a time.
Wow. You
And
got
there was the other girl.
Yeah,
It was
there was 3.
That's all I was
You
gonna
two are
do.
leaving? Okay, now you two can go in now.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus Christ. dude.
Yeah,
That
okay,
could
I
be
get
I don't even
fine.
think the hospital knows what order of visitations they should do, but
Nah.
it's fine. It's fine. We got
I saw a dude in a padded room, bro. It was scary.
saw Scarface,
Oh
That
my
was
God.
also scary.
That's
but that's too like graphic for our viewers probably.
nah. But yeah, that was me.
All right. On a serious note, now it's you guys obviously had a more optimistic point of view within these 2 years and a half. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't the case, and like again, I want to thank you guys personally, just because of the fact that it was 2 years and a half of struggles and adapting, to say the least. For the audience that doesn't know, my father was diagnosed with esophageal cancer around June of 2021. The exact date, June 15th of 2021. He did everything. He did everything he could. My father had a strong, how can I say this, battle with alcoholism. And I think that caught up to him where he brought him to where he was. And unfortunately, it was stage 3 esophageal cancer when we caught him with it. And I still remember, like, I was in Long Island, and my brother and him were actually building some part of the shed. I think they were doing the roofing of it, and he was like throwing up blood, and it was it was alarming to say the least. So they ended up going to the hospital on the ER, and they kept throwing up blood, kept throwing up blood. He didn't even eat. It was simply just consuming of alcohol and or drinking wise, and like they ended up doing a CAT scan and a PET scan. A PET scan, for those that don't know what it is, it's basically like concept of them injecting something inside of you, basically like that will highlight parts of your body that are on the bed cell or stuff like that. So like um, with him, he showed the tumor around his esophageal area towards the stomach size, which that was the reason why he he couldn't swallow any food. So what would happen is he basically would have like a gum on that lower side of the esophagus where whatever you would swallow, you would basically like, it felt like, how would one want to describe it, like as a plunger kind of, as in like basically you would like suck it in, then it was just like literally pop up. And it was tough to watch that. And so I asked these guys respectfully to take some time off until I would figure it out. Um, Plan based to see if I could get to do the podcasting and do everything, but most importantly is family. Like at that time, that was what I was focusing on. As much as I enjoyed doing this and creating content as much as I can, he was more of a my mindset wasn't here, and we've come to a conclusion that if one of us wasn't doing it, it wouldn't be fair to continue it. So we decided to take some time off. We we made the decision to take some time off, and then my father ended up going to do certain times of chemo. So my father, to the count, it was whew, he did chemo right after my brother's wedding. That's when he first started. So my brother, that was August. Within that, he went to do that one, and then he did another 6 types of chemotherapy, and that's including one time of radiation. So he was constantly putting in, sorry for my language, but like putting shit into his body. And now chemo is great and all to try to like save the person that has cancerous cells, but he also kills a lot of the good cells that you have inside of your body, and like there is a lot of complications. Has in, let's just say, fatigue, throwing up, loss of hair. You generally don't like. You start not making sense sometimes. You're like hallucinating in a way. So it's hard. It's hard to witness that.
Yeah, I remember seeing him, you know, one day, you know, perfectly fine, normal, and then it was like the following time I saw him, a man looked like a shell of himself. He was like, I don't know what the word. He just looked like he had no life, no. I don't know what the word is. He just didn't look like his normal self.
He
And
didn't look like Sergio. He didn't look
yeah,
like Sergio.
it caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
Like,
so like,
fuck.
and that was reasons why I would like avoid. And that's, I get emotional about this part because it's like I've always been the most uplifting life. I've always tried to stand out and be the strongest one out of the friends. Like I've always been that rock, and most of the times I avoided like hanging out with friends. I avoided having friends over just because of the fact that I didn't want them to witness my father at such a fragile state.
And I'm sure he didn't want people to see that too. I mean,
Yeah, it's not easy, and
Yeah.
like within the amount of chemo he took, and fuck, it wasn't easy.
that chemo shit is rough
Dude,
on
I
people.
remember when when my brother bought the house,
Yeah.
and I think somebody did something at, I think it was Charlie. It did something at it was the gender reveal.
No, it was
No, the baby shower.
Baby shower.
It was the baby shower. I wasn't able to come because I think I had a seizure or whatever it was.
That was like the time I saw Sergio. I
Yeah.
couldn't even look at him, man.
No,
It
it's
was
tough.
it was so.
It was
Yeah, it
absolutely
was-
tough.
Oh.
Dude, my father didn't even want to go, but because of how he wanted to show that he wasn't over. Like
Your
he
father
fought.
was a fighter.
Oh yeah.
Your father was a fighter, dude.
Oh yeah. And like, it was absolutely like the most inspiring shit that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, people that know me, and you guys have known me for God knows how many years, you've known that my relationship with my father wasn't the greatest. I've definitely have had my ups and downs with him, and we definitely don't see the world eye to eye. It was just seeing him like in that fragile moment. It was, I literally, the minute I found out about it, I literally threw that all out. Like, there was no hatred. There was no, like, the fact that he fought with alcoholism, and God knows how I hated the fact that he was consumed by alcoholism. I threw that all out. And, like, I see people that have complications with parents and stuff like that. My message to you is throw that shit out. Just,
Life's too short.
life is too short.
Way too short, bro.
So, that being said, my father gone to, again, 6 types of chemos, 1 radiation, and he came to the point that, again, at that baby shower, going up the stairs at Valencia, going up the stairs at my brother's house, I
remember.
I was told.
I remember your brother had to like help your dad leave because
Yeah.
your dad couldn't be there anymore. I remember, man.
'Cause it
I remember
was-
like that shit. It was yesterday, bro.
My father said it. He was like, going up those stairs was like going to Mount Rushmore and do all that climbing. It's heartbreaking. It was absolutely heartbreaking, especially like towards the ends of the stage. It was. I'm not even. I don't want to even. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not even gonna describe it here because it was so hurtful.
Yeah.
Again, my message to everybody is just
the
Yeah.
the thing that, and again, this is what happened to you.
Yeah.
This is what happened to you, right? And I remember being at your father's wake, and you had a slideshow playing of your father, and this photo will forever be engraved in my head because this is how I want to remember your father. Is him giving the middle finger in that photo, because that is Sergio. He was always, at least because I feel like I met 2 Sergios. The first Sergio I met, I was scared the fuck off. I used to walk in Joel's house, bro, and I used to go
Tippy
straight to
toes.
Joel's room, close the door, and that was it. No. Your dad's here, bro? No. And then Sergio became like a second father, man.
Yeah.
You know? And that that finger just reminds me of, especially of the final years.
Yeah.
Always very like
playful.
joking, contar histórias quando aquele é puto e quando ia às aldeias, you know? And that's the Sergio.
Yeah.
That is your
So-
father. I will always remember, bro.
Fun fact about that. When that was around, like, that was the last week. You unfortunately, so after the whole situation with the chemos, he was supposed to go on trial. So that's I'm gonna butcher the name of it.
Just say it.
No, the medication that is not approved, FDA approved.
FDA
It wasn't FDA approved. So basically, he was going to go on trial, first stage trial, which would be basically like not FDA approved, where he was going to be a lab rat.
Yeah.
He was literally going to be a lab rat. And I told him straight up. He goes, should I do it? And he asked the doctor. I didn't even ask. He asked the doctor, how long do I have to live? And he said 6 months. So I think that's personally where, as much as a fighter he was, that's where he was like, all right, there's no point in fighting no more. But he still wanted to give the trial a go, but then he got sick. And the more he got sick, then I had the doctor called me, and the trial doctor, and she goes, listen, I can no longer have your father as a trial representative because now we're not sure if he will be side effect from the trial or from the fact that he's sick. Coming to be, he was also now diagnosed with pulmonary cancer. You guys didn't even know this. So he had stage 4 esophageal cancer, and the lymph nodes, which happened to pass on to some parts of the body, which happened to be his lung. Again, he was also a smoker since he was 13 years old. That's why I always say, for those that do smoke, cut the shit. Because, like, again, life is too short. And if you want to smoke, by all means, I'm not going to stop you. Just be cautious of your life a little bit and just take the right steps. That's it. And, again, I'm no one's father, no one's anything. I'm just a friend advising you. But back to that story. Then he ended up going to hospice. Very nice place. It was only like, I think it was only 8 patients at that hospice place. It looked like a mansion, room to himself. I ended up putting a fire stick to get like the Portuguese channels for him. He was living like a king. So he went there that Saturday. And then on Sunday, I ended up staying home. My mom and my cousin, they ended up going there. And my cousin goes, "Oh, Sérgio, mete o dedo para cima, para a foto." And he literally flipped the bird. And she goes, "No, esse é o outro." And I was like, his words was, "É para aqueles que se lembrarem de mim." And it was like, that's literally that's what's engraved in my
that is the memory I want to remember. That is the photo and the mental image I have of your father, and that is the image I want to have.
And those that went to the wake, and my father obviously passed away the following week, which was like February 17th. Those that ended up going to the wake, all the pictures I posted as a slideshow. It wasn't to be sad. It wasn't
to remember his
it
life.
was to remember his life. And even the song was Monsters by James Blunt.
And I Hate You.
Yeah, and that shit was rough.
That song kills me.
Yeah.
Dude,
that song.
I haven't cried. So, then this is going to sound fucked up. But I haven't cried about my father's passing. And, like, this is the most emotional I've been in a very long time talking about it. That song is the closest thing for me crying at that very moment. At this very moment. Like, I haven't heard that song since the wake.
Yeah, it was
because
rough.
I know the minute
Balling.
I hear that, I'll probably lose
Tears.
my shit. I know that for a fact.
I remember the first time I've ever listened to that song and I cried, bro. That song is just. Oh,
yeah, it was.
Dude, it's touching. I'm like.
I don't
and the
think,
way he sings it too.
I don't think it was more of the singing. It was when João posted about his dad, and it was like an old ass picture, and I was like,
yeah, dude, no,
I had to like suck it in. I was like, fuck.
I love this, and we go back to the slideshow, bro, with him throwing the snowball like 50 fucking yards, dude. Dude, they got him right in the head.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, great.
Yeah,
you know?
it was really weird.
I mean, snowstorm too.
Yeah,
it was really like.
Probably hadn't had one of those since then.
For real. It was weird, kind of like going to that because like I remember when I first started hanging out with Joel, and like I would see his dad, and he wouldn't say anything. He was a real quiet dude. But like the more time I would go there, he would like start talking bullshit and all that, and like it was weird seeing like remembering that, and then it was like going to the wake and I saw his body. I was like, oh, that's like wild to me right now.
And they filled him up.
Yeah, I know. Like
and they filled him up.
Yeah, and like it was just still weird. It was like surreal. I was like, because I feel like he was like the first person that what's the word? It's like, me and you being best friends. Like it was like the first person that I like knew close that like died because I don't. Nobody in my family that like I've been close to like has died. I mean, my grandma died the other year, but like,
knock on wood, that doesn't happen.
but like, I was more sad for my dad because like that was like the last like, blood relative or whatever, basically for him. So it was like I was more excited that, but that was like very. It was just a weird feeling for me. I didn't know how to process it, but shed some tears.
Dude, to be fair,
Yeah, I cried at the airport, bro. I got told at the airport.
about my father.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I know you were mad at a couple people. You don't even know the person that told me.
That's
you know? Because I
I
hate
wasn't.
you.
It's not that I was mad. So this is the thing. I've only got mad about that one thing overall, and you guys both know about it. It's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
To the point that you and Sam were about to like.
I was very
that
close.
person out.
I was very close. Was very close.
But it was like.
Out of respect of you,
LOL.
I didn't.
I just like
Yeah.
put 2 and 2 together who it was. LOL. That was funny.
But it was like. Again, the slideshow.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep bringing that back just because of the fact that it was something. One of them was like a Snapchat filter.
Oh, I remember that.
We
Yeah.
were all in the couch.
Yeah, that was
Even
good.
Princess caught a glimpse of it. Princess is my dog, just in case you guys don't know. Even
a good
Princess
one.
got a glimpse of it, and he was like that face that was literally the funniest thing. And like, again, it was back to like I wanted people to remember him for like that silly moments.
Yeah.
It wasn't for like, again, part of the alcoholism. I don't want people to remember that.
Yeah.
I want people to remember for the good things. Dude,
I barely remember the one I'm scared of. I don't remember the scary
exactly.
Sergio.
So but that's my thing. Well, dude. Oh man, like my mom and him dancing at the fun at the
Yeah,
fundraiser.
that was a good one too.
Like,
And yo,
That
and,
was-
and you can tell in his face, gustó
oh yeah,
tanto.
dude. He said it like right after, like he was dancing the Paso Doble.
Yeah.
He was dancing the Paso Doble, and he was literally so exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think he ended up hugging my brother at the end of it, and like, whew, that was freaking
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
Because anybody that knows my parents, they've
Dancing.
always been dancers.
Oh yeah.
They've always been. That's something that I didn't follow through until 2008.
Yeah.
Where my brother at 5 years old, he followed. Like me, it took me a little longer, but damn, I'm so proud of to say that both my parents are phenomenal dancers.
Yeah.
Not ñotos, but like
No.
phenomenal.
But
Yeah,
in their
they're-
own right. But in their
yeah.
own,
So in
what
their own
they
right,
dance,
in their
what
own,
they
like,
dance, hell yeah.
Pace of like where they're from in Portugal and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
you
It
can't
was-
beat that.
It's a good slideshow.
Yeah, like I remember like Cancel de Familia.
Yeah. That was a good one too.
Cancel de Familia. I couldn't do it. I had to
Yeah.
step outside.
Yeah. It was.
I only stepped at Cancel de Familia at the fundraiser towards the end because like it's a lot of emotion.
Oh
So,
yeah. That's.
It was 2 years at the time of like
Really?
going,
Yeah.
fighting. It was, but it was also so rewarding to see over 400. I think it was 425, 435 people
Yeah.
that dedicated their time and dedication to like help my parents, dude. Like I'm getting choked up about it because it's like you
know-
don't see.
It's
don't
real
see
when
that.
Mario and Lourdes end up going.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's serious when it's my parents.
But
go there
that's
'cause
what
they
I'm
don't go out
saying. It's
anyway.
like the fact that somebody spent over $1,300 on a signed Rui Costa jersey, and like went again and bought it. I think somebody bought it for $800, and like you ended up buying the Zlatan Ibrahimovic Sweden jersey and stuff like that. So it's stuff like it was, and those that did donate, I'm very appreciative of them, and like those that came out of their way to help serve and stuff like that. It was everything was so well organized, and I think
good job.
I tell you one thing, right?
Did a good job.
Because until that day, I was like, this shit's good. I'm gonna be so pissed off, dude. People are like telling me 15 different things that are happening, and then it got to that day, bro. And I don't think I've ever
It's
served or did anything so fucking smooth
Yeah, it was pretty good.
in my
was
life, bro.
smooth.
Yeah, it was pretty
In my-
good.
I looked at Tiago halfway through. I was like, I honestly thought we would have fought somebody by now.
it was, and there's and there's some strong characters, but we again, I don't want to like. I just want to say thank you for those that respected our time, where we've made the best out of it, and
That's all you can
and
do.
again, thank you for those that have come and paid the respect for my father and everything. But at the end of this, it was something that I've wanted to do. And even now, I'm still like you say, like you're processing. Still.
Yeah, you
like,
need to.
everybody takes their own time.
Yeah,
And, like,
absolutely.
I know, and you guys know that I'm constantly making myself busy. I'm I'm constantly saying yes to things, or I'm constantly putting myself in situations, good situations or rewarding situations that keeps me busy, so I don't have to reflect a lot of it. But I do know that it is good to seek help too, and not just from friends, even seek professional help where you're, in a sense, you're paying for someone to
To listen.
But
listen and
at-
consult you in a raw standard.
At the end of the day, your mental health is more important than anything else.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think seeking help too is like one, like actually admitting that, you want to go is like very, that's like a bigger step I think than actually going, because a lot of, I'm just going to be subjective here. Men in the society is more like they get that stigma of like, oh, you're a man, you have to kind of like man up and like,
That's the test.
all that
You
shit.
gotta
But it's,
bottle it.
I'm like, dude, you could do that, but like, at the end of the day, dude, like, if you say to yourself, like, all right, I need help, like, I'm gonna do it. That's like you're already like 80% basically there, and the last 20 is like
working through it.
working through it, and to the point where it's like you could talk to your friends about like shit that's going on and whatever. Like, they're your friend, they're gonna console you in some way, but like I think talking to like a complete stranger, I feel like you open more because you don't know that person, and they technically don't give a fuck about like they care about your feelings, but they don't know you from like
It's the whole
past
thing.
and
It's
shit.
it's the whole thing of only God can judge you, in a sense, because you're going to that person. They're not there to judge you. They're getting there to get
But
paid.
not even that. There's a vulnerability
Yeah.
to it.
Exactly.
absolutely.
Because you're not
getting judged behind it.
Exactly.
and
You
you're
know,
not gonna see them in person like, oh fuck, like I
See, like,
said
if
this to him.
talk to me, you're like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna hang out with him next week again. It's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna think,
Yeah.
or
No.
you're not gonna open up.
Exactly.
You should, or talk about things
So
the way
like
you should.
we could say whatever we want, but like even within our friends, there is always a shield, because you don't.
Oh, yeah.
It's the I'm gonna try to say this word, vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Like, that's what it is. It's, you don't want to be vulnerable to like someone that has known you for so long,
Yeah.
and then you think about it and you're like, damn, they could have used this against me.
But not even
But-
that.
no,
I,
but,
I
like-
wouldn't even say that, bro. I would be like, in like my aspect and things that I've gone through in life, I don't want to put the burden on anybody else.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their problem, or it's not what they have
But
to
it's
go
also
through.
okay to reach out.
And I'm
No,
not saying no.
absolutely.
And I'm not saying no. And you should, if you have,
Yeah.
if you feel like you need to, or you feel like something isn't right with you, and your mental state isn't. You want somebody near you that wants. Go right ahead. But I'm saying there's just a vulnerability to it.
Yeah.
Which I'm so grateful. Like, again, I'm really good at choosing friends.
I tell you from the get go, I will always be blunt with you with a lot of things.
Same.
But
that's what it is. I'm very shut the fuck up. I'm very good at choosing friends. Like, all the vulnerable moments that I've shared with friends is because I know, like, at the end of the day, they're not going out there and fucking scramble all the shit that I've shared with them.
Yeah.
It's like a brotherhood, and like, again, I have
like you hear him? It's like a brother. Jesus.
Quem é teu melhor amigo?
Sergio.
That's right, baby.
But it's, again, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank, again, the audience, and knowing that this is a first step for us restarting everything. We're also going to get you guys a lot of information within, like, things that you guys want to listen from us, and If you guys have any questions in regards, comment below on things that you guys
Or-
want to know from us.
Or even reach out to any one of us.
Yeah, it's,
A lot of people reach out to me about certain things that we say on podcasts, and reach out to us. Even if you want to come on,
yeah.
reach out to us.
For real.
Reach out to one of us.
Everybody, like again, the subject of this podcast is mainly growing up Portuguese. We do talk about soccer. We may talk about only thing that we try not to talk about is honestly politics because there's.
Somehow it always comes up. Like now, we just talked about politics.
Yeah.
I said not to talk about it.
But you just did.
Only politics that I want to hear is if Pinto Costa won.
Actually,
So, do you guys want anything to cover? Oh, actually, fun fact.
Fun fact.
You know that bacalhau was actually, I'm going to say in Portuguese, foi feito para o pobre.
What?
Bacalhau era comida de pobre.
Oh, yeah?
So, I'm going to give you an example.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to give you bacalhau and you call me poor.
No. it's like
You fuck?
Before, like, 25 de Abril and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
he was known to, like, o pobre é que comia bacalhau.
yeah.
So, por exemplo, tu ias ao supermercado e isso assim,
Yeah.
e praticamente tu vias lá num balde cheio de água para tirar o
Yeah,
sal e coisa. Then, after, it was like 74, 75,
Yeah.
that's quando foi o 25 de Abril, foi em 74,
Yeah.
o rico começou a reparar que o bacalhau era bom.
Pois.
E depois a gente agora estamos a pagar um balúrdio para o caralho do bacalhau.
I agree.
So, it's a fun fact that I actually enjoyed listening
what
to.
was the fact?
I guess.
Tu cheiras a bacalhau.
I guess
That's what
codfish
it
is for
was.
poor people and I'm poor, I guess. Is that, I don't know.
Now it's for the rich.
Yeah,
Now it's for the rich. Before it was for the poor.
All right, it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
So,
fun
let's
fact of the day.
make
Snapple fun fact.
let's make
Do you even
lobsters.
do those anymore? This is plastic.
They got
caps
to.
now.
They got to, but
Yeah.
they got to.
I'm just saying, make lobsters for the poor now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good.
You guys want anything to cover up, or you guys want to do like a challenge for them to like comment below?
You know, we didn't prepare that much. To be honest with you,
Prepare that much.
Off the dome.
I don't got nothing. Well, this is just an episode to really just catch up on everything. I wasn't really like
Just-
expecting.
Common ideas on what.
I mean, if anybody wants to like
Subject
say
or-
some like comment something that we should go over, like a topic, whatever, I'm like super down with that.
Yeah. or
you know.
even comment on today's episode and
Yeah.
like reflect if there's parts like of either one of us that spoke out to you, and if there's things that you wish to talk about and for the future, and we could bring it up, or even if you want to be our guests, and
For real.
we're
You know.
more than welcome.
Yeah,
Stay
it's a-
Portuguese. And
Yeah, we're just bringing this back up after a couple of years. Obviously we're gonna be a little rusty, but yeah.
Surprised the mics still work.
they take good
Hello.
care of shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to comment stuff, more than welcome. Just just topics that you guys want to hear us talk about. We'll look at that. So yeah, I got nothing really much else to say. Aníbal. Nothing.
Blank. Blank.
C'est la vie, c'est la va, va yo son. La la ra 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 ra. Where's that from?
You're looking at me as if I'm cultured.
You right. Starlight.
Oh God.
Pedro. That's all I got.
Who you're thinking about, the raccoon?
Yeah. What a video.
With the kid?
No,
Oh,
the
the
raccoon,
raccoon.
my guy.
Oh no, I saw a TikTok, dude. It was a dad with his kid.
Oh.
He was
Yeah, I
picking him
did do
up.
that.
He was picking him up from the
Is that what you're gonna do with
the
Grace?
porch, and the raccoon came and he fucking dropped the kid on the grass. It was
Joey, no one saw
You're gonna
that.
do that to Grace? I saw that actually. It was a squirrel.
yeah. No, it wasn't a squirrel. It was a raccoon, bro.
Uh,
How much you saw?
Whoops.
I sent that shit to Cat. He was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, it's a good thing I don't see too many raccoons in London."
There's like nothing in
Joey,
Linden.
say tigre, dois tigres, três tigres.
One tiger,
Rápido.
two tiger, three tigers.
Em português, quando
Tigre, dois tigres, três tigres.
Três.
Tres. But yeah, I mean, anybody gonna put another blank on me or what? say something. You're looking at me, so
Look at the dumbfounded face.
All right, we pretty much covered everything, right?
You guys want to plug yourselves in of Instagram, anything?
Oh, I got it. Rancho Chop 92. Looking up on Instagram and YouTube if you want to see some oldie YouTube videos.
Yo,
of
check
these
out
two.
my TikToks, all right? Because my TikToks, I have a lot of old school USA bound rancho videos.
Let me just remember yours.
Joan de Vila.
Joan the Vila, that's what it was. Yeah. Joan the Vila on Instagram.
John DeVille 93.
Oh, there's a number. God
Yeah.
damn it. Mine's too complicated. I'm not even gonna
It
say.
really is, though.
Yeah.
I haven't changed it since a long
Is
time.
it like beardless?
No.
No Gorilla.
Gorilla Vanilla?
It's a different breed.
Marco the Gaita.
Oh, Marco the guy who...
That's my Snapchat. That's my Snapchat.
That's good. You should have bring that back.
I should
dude.
honestly.
Marco the Gran Gaita.
Marco DJ Corner.
No, chill.
They're OG.
All right, guys, we're getting off topic here. This is the end of our episode.
Yeah.
There was a
so-
topic at the end.
There's that outro.
I
There's
don't know.
song in the background. You just don't listen to it.
yeah.
I don't listen to it, or I just don't
You know
hear it.
nothing.
Both.
Unbelievable. No.
No.
Oh my god. Well,
Uncultured swine.
I agree. Well, guys, if you enjoy this episode, like the video. I'm sure it'll be on Spotify and anywhere you get
Somewhere.
podcast. It'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere.
Just follow us on our Instagram as well.
Yeah,
at
if you want,
Tasca Lusa.
like, I had totally forgot about that. Well,
We
good thing-
have one.
Good thing you're here.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you guys want to comment
We're
on
about
stuff, you know, you're more than welcome. And we will see you the next time. I don't know when it's gonna be. Next time. Ciao.
Dun, 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 dun,
Ciao.
dun.